She had me at 16, and by the time I was 18, she had my brother, and 21, she had my sister.
So there were three kids at 21.
3 kids, 21, and my mom dropped out in the 7th grade.
Wow.
And then she got into an abusive relationship with my stepfather. My stepfather was an athlete. He's about 6'6", big guy, 300 pounds, and he used to wail on her like, and I used to see it.
Oh.
And one time they got into it, my younger brother actually stabbed him. Now this is his real dad. In that moment, I think my mom realized I'm exposing my kids to this, and it's toxic, and I need to get out. And so she left.
Right.
And when I share this story, most educators be like, yeah, they clapping. But what they don't realize is, even though he was abusive, he was the breadwinner. So now you take him out of the equation, now you got this single mother, 3 kids, 7th grade education, and she got to fend for those kids, put food on the table, pay. This is when the real chaos began, because now lights are getting cut off. Most of the time, to be honest, I'll be skipping class down at the playground shooting basketball. So it was really more of a burden. Then I would see my mom and the teacher fighting. I would see my mom and the principal. One time they got to shoving each other. Like I'm getting suspended. They cussing at each other, And so I ended up failing in the 3rd grade. Now I'm in that cycle of special ed kids who failed, and got to the 5th grade, and something happened. I had a black teacher, because all my teachers were white females and white males and white females.
To that point.
It's the first time I ever seen a black male in this capacity. He had on a suit and tie. He was educated, and of course, me and him bumped heads because I didn't have a dad. And here I am, here's this black man, he think he gonna tell me what to do. And so I remember one day he got up and said, anybody that can't follow my directions, get out. So I left, and so he stopped me one day in the hall, and he was a cop, Brian, before he was a teacher. He said, Craig, you're going to be dead or in jail. Keep it up. So I ended up failing the 5th grade, then I got to middle school. Now, also be mindful, Brian, that when a kid fails twice, the school system starts to say things like, well, we can't really hold him back again because he already failed twice. Holding the kid back 3 times is pointless. We know he's gonna drop out. He already in special ed. And you gotta think about, I'm a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the 6th grade. I'm supposed to be in the 8th grade,
Right.
And so I'm walking around with these little kids, and I'm looking like a grown man. So then I got to middle school, and things got a little better because this is what I call the athletic trap. They put me on the football team, and I was good. Before now, Brian, I got in trouble for being aggressive. Now I'm getting praised for being aggressive. By this time I'm with my grandmother, I'm older. I think I was 16 in the 9th grade. I was driving a car in the 9th grade. It's crazy, right? So I'm still in middle school. This is when 9th grade was still middle school. And so then I got to 10th grade. I went to a private school. First thing that surprised me about a private school, they didn't have special ed. And so they told me, they said, we're not going to give you that designation. You're going to have to just learn like everyone else. Because I had that crutch my whole life. And I'm used to leaning on teachers doing the work for me and bailing me out. The private school, they didn't do that. And so now it really became a bit much. So one day I just, you know what? I don't need this. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm 17.
What grade were you in?
10th grade. It was March of my sophomore year. I'll never forget it. Football season had ended. Basketball season had ended. And I just went and got in my car and left. And I told my grandmother, I'm 17. I'm in the 10th grade. I'll be 20 if I graduate. Got arrested and went to court because I wasn't paying child support. I was sitting in jail. And all I could think about was Mr. Pendarvis, my 5th grade black male teacher, who told me, Craig, you're going to be dead or in jail. Listen to me. I didn't listen to him then. And they were going to lock me up, but I begged the judge not to give me a chance. I said, at least give me an opportunity to put myself in a position where I can pay the child support. So I went and got a GED, and I left there and I went to the military.
Was that hard for you to get a GED?
It took me 2 times. I failed it the first time.